Hi and welcome back to Decoding Tarot. Today we're looking at the Empress. Starting with as usual with the Rider-Waite card. And we'll talk a bit about the symbolism. So she sits on a luxurious throne surrounded by abundance of nature. She has a crown of 12 stars. This represents the zodiac and the cycles of life. She wears a robe with pomegranates, representing fertility, abundance and creation. In the foreground, there's ripe wheat, showing harvest and prosperity. Behind her, there's a lush forest and flowing water, which are symbols of growth, fertility and emotional well-being. Altogether, the image is of life flourishing. The meaning of the Empress card is fertility, creativity, nurturing, abundance, motherhood, including the goddess, for example Isis, growth, manifestation. This is a card of bringing something into existence and helping it grow. That could be a relationship, a business, a project, family or personal development. The Empress reminds us that growth needs care and attention and love. The feeling of this card is grounded, secure and established. This is abundance that already exists. The wheat is already growing in the field. The land is already fertile. She's not creating, she's nurturing what she already has. And there is a sense of calm confidence. In a reading, this encourages patience, nurturing and allowing things to develop naturally. We then move on to the Light Seers Empress. And we have a shift of focus. This Empress is not sitting on the throne. She's a pregnant figure with Earth as the womb. Her hair merges with nature, connecting humanity and the natural world. And her cloak at the edges turns into fissures, again showing her merging with the natural world. The full moon represents cycles, intuition, fertility and feminine energy. The gold background showing life, vitality and possibility. There are no symbols here of rulership. There's no throne, no shield, no wheat. This emphasis on this card is on life and the process of creation. This card focuses less on enjoying abundance and more on bringing abundance about. The feeling of this card is more primal than the Rider-Waite, whereas the Rider-Waite, the Empress is sitting in abundance. In Light Seers, the abundance is being formed. The card is alive and dynamic. There is a potential here, not fully manifested yet. This isn't the harvest season, this is the growing season. In a reading, Rider-Waite is more about nurturing something that is already established, whereas in Light Seers, this is focusing on something still developing. And the message is, this is just what's growing. You don't need to see the final outcome yet. And the next card we look at is from the Muse tarot deck, which is another deck by Grimalkin. And again, we're moving in a completely different direction. The central figure here is surrounded by cosmic imagery, with a burst of light that radiates from the body. And you see the planets in a stream of energy. She's also wearing the golden robe which is showing a sacred ceremonial appearance. Here we have no earthly fertility symbols, and the focus has shifted from the nature to the universe. This Empress is less a ruler of the natural world and more a channel for creative force. The feeling of this card is expansive and cosmic, where Rider-Waite feels connected to the earth. In Muse, the Empress is connected to the universe. Rider-Waite asks, how do you nurture what you've created? Where Muse asks, what wants to be created through you? So this card is more about creation than motherhood. In a reading, this will point more towards creative ideas and vision and personal expansion and the big dreams, and becoming a channel for creativity and positivity. And then we can change again to the Curious Cats, Grimalkin's Curious Cats Tarot. With feline imagery. The symbolism here is much simpler and more accessible, but the core themes remain. In feeling, this is probably the most approachable of the 4 cards I've shown you today. It's not grand, it's not cosmic, not powerful, but comfortable, safe and content. Where Rider-Waite is the Queen of Abundance, Curious Cats, the Empress is enjoying the abundance. The cat pictured here is finding a comfortable place in the sun and appreciating what it has. In a reading, this leans more into self-care and well-being and asks, have you created an environment in which you can thrive? This version shifts from growth and creation towards comfort and sustainability. So if we look at the cards side by side, we have Rider-Waite, the Earth Mother, established abundance, nurturing growth, and patient cultivation. We have Light Seers, representing fertility, growth in progress, creativity unfolding, and trust in the process. In Muse, we have cosmic creation, manifestation, inspiration, and creative force. And in Grimalkin's Curious Cats, we have comfort, well-being, self-care, and enjoying abundance. All 4 representations of the Empress, each directs to a different aspect of the archetype. Each card asks us to, in the case of Rider-Waite, nurture. Light Seers asks us to trust growth. In Muse, create. And Curious Cats, sustain and enjoy. Same card, different feelings. This can give potentially different advice in a reading. So this is why we need to focus on reading the card, not just learning the information in from books, because the artwork does change the feel of the cards. Now let me know which of the 4 Empresses you would like to see in a reading. Which is your favourite? Now this is a card from Druid Craft Tarot. which is a deck I haven't shown very much so far. You'll see more of in the future. I'd like you to tell me what you see this Empress as. Do you think she's a mother, a creator, or goddess, or something else? Please let me know in the comments. Thank you very much, and I'll see you on the next one.